Hello my YouTube beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I get perfect, blurred, flawless skin using some of these products. These are like my holy grail products, things that I use every single day, and I really love the effect that it gives my skin. It fills in my pores so nicely. It makes my skin look so blurred and almost like it has a filter on it. If you're interested in learning how I achieve that, then be sure to keep on watching and be sure to also subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. All right, let's hop in. I'm gonna scoot you guys a little bit closer so we can get a better look at my skin. I feel like so many people have large pores and I am one of them. I do not like my pores. I want them to go away, but at the same time, I don't want the product that makes them go away break me out. So none of these products break me out. Surprisingly, they fill in my pores and make my skin look super smooth, but they don't cause more issues. The first thing I do is go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This helps to really hydrate and prep my skin for the next primer I'm gonna use. This would also be really good if you have dry skin. You want to go in with something hydrating just to allow the makeup and the foundation to sit on your skin a little bit nicer and not cling to dry patches. I have oily skin, so I don't really have that issue, but I still like my skin to be hydrated and kind of ready for that next primer. I have two primers to share with you. One of them is a little bit more expensive. One is drugstore, so you have two options, two price points that you can pick from. My personal favorite for the smooth, really blurred, poreless look is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. This is a little bit more expensive, but if you don't want to pay the money for this, this is also a really good drugstore dupe. It's not necessarily a dupe, but it does the same thing as the Tarte one. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Pore Reducing Primer, so either one of these would be just fine. I do think that the Tarte one not just fills in my pores, but smooths out my skin a little bit more than the pore reducing one, but this is also one of my favorites, so you can kind of pick based on how much money you want to spend. If you have the money to spend, I would go for this, but if you're looking for drugstore, then the Revlon Pore Reducing Primer is a good one too. Today, I'm gonna be using the Tarte primer. This is what it looks like. So I feel like the consistency is really what makes it go on so seamlessly and really blur your skin. It mattifies a little bit, and it's like within the second that you apply this product, you can see the difference. I applied this primer just to one side of my face. Hopefully you can tell the difference. This side looks very smooth. My pores are filled in. It just looks a little bit more flawless than this side when you can see all of my texture, my pores coming through. This primer does wonders if you have texture, smoothing everything out. In this video, I'm primarily going to focus on my skin. I'm not really going to take you through the rest of my makeup. I just want to show you how I get that perfect, blurred, smooth skin base. The next step is to go in with a foundation, and this is my all-time favorite from the drugstore. This smooths out your skin and blurs your skin without even adding all of these products underneath it, but it just, the combination of all of these really enhance it and like take it to the next level. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. If you haven't tried this, you're missing out. Please go try it. This is so worth it. It comes in a glass bottle. It has a pump. This beats out every drugstore foundation in my opinion. It's so good. Oily skin can wear it, dry skin can wear it, normal, combination, whatever skin type, this is gonna work for you. I'm gonna take a few pumps in this little bowl, and I always go in with a beauty blender. This is my preferred way to apply foundation. I much prefer it over a brush just because the beauty blender not just picks up excess product so that it doesn't look super cakey and it doesn't apply really heavily. The sponge also smooths out my foundation on my skin so nicely. I would say this foundation is like high medium, not necessarily full coverage, but if you wanted to build it up, you could. This is a little bit lighter of a shade for me because I don't have a shade that matches me when I'm tan, but we'll bronze, it's fine. The cool thing with this look is even if you have texture, even if you have problem areas, I think that if you used all these products together, you could still get a very nice foundation base and have things look very smooth and filled in. I definitely need to get my shade, like my tan shade in this color, because it's making me look like a ghost. All my foundations sink into my little forehead lines. If you're someone that struggles with that as well, this foundation does not do that. That helps with the overall effect of that smooth and blurred and flawless foundation base. I will zoom in just a little closer when I apply the powder, because that's the last step of this routine, to show you guys how freaking good my skin looks. Last product I'm gonna go in with is the Makeup Forever Velvet Matte Skin Blurring Powder Foundation. This takes the cake over every powder I've ever used. I totally forgot about concealer. Before I go in with the powder, I'm gonna take this concealer. This makes my under eyes look so incredibly youthful. It doesn't sink into my fine lines. This is, again, is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. You don't need very much of this product because it does go a very long way. If I could wear this combination of products every single day of my life, I totally would. This is my ride or die right here. This is my holy grail combination of products. Let me scoot you in a little bit closer before I go ahead and apply that powder. I do have to sink down in my chair just a little so you can get my entire face, but this is what my skin looks like before I even go in with powder. I feel like if you had dry skin, you wouldn't even have to set it down because it's not super tacky or sticky or anything. As you can see, my skin looks as good as it's gonna get with these products. It's not sticking into my forehead lines. Everything just looks so cohesive and put together and flawless. So let's go ahead, apply the powder. This is what the Makeup Forever powder looks like. So I'm gonna set down that concealer we just added, and I set my entire face with this powder. I do think that people with dry skin can even use this powder. I know it says matte, but I think I've seen that Taylor used this and she really liked it, and she has dry skin. Here's the skin. I love this routine. Every single time I do it, I have an amazing makeup day. Nothing beats this combination for me. I'm gonna go ahead, finish up the rest of my makeup, and I have one last step that I would recommend at the very end when I come back, when all of my makeup is on, just to help elongate your foundation wear time and also just bring it all together. So I will be right back after the rest of my makeup is on. I'm done with the rest of my makeup. Here's what the final look looked like. The very final step that I'm gonna show you is using a setting spray to melt all the products together, because as you can see on my skin, I have highlight, I have blush, I have bronzer, I have all this stuff going on, and I feel like it just needs to blend together a little bit. This also helps make your skin not look as chalky or as powdery. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna apply this real fast, and you try not to move your face while it's setting. Don't make any expressions because it will stay like that. Oh no, I raised my eyebrows. I don't use setting spray every single day. I don't need to. This, number one, helps make my makeup last longer. It also helps blend everything together. So as you can see, my skin looks more melted together, and it doesn't have fine harsh lines. It doesn't look super powdery. It looks like my skin. It also makes your highlight pop a little bit more. That's everything for this video. If you guys recreate this look or go through the same steps with the same products and you have either the same or a different result, please let me know. I'm curious to see if you guys test this out, what your thoughts are as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a great day. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.